Welcome back, everyone, to the Deep Dive. You know how this works. Today we're diving into HSBC Holdings Procac.
Oh, HSBC, a global banking giant.
Exactly. And we're trying to figure out, is this a good fit for your portfolio?
Your portfolio, right?
Yeah, and we've got all sorts of stuff, Wikipedia articles, financial reports,
Stock performance data.
all that good stuff. So HSBC.
Well, HSBC, their journey actually began way back in 1865
Wow.
in British Hong Kong,
Okay.
initially to facilitate trade between Europe and Asia. And even today, despite being headquartered in London, HSBC still derives 2/3 of its profits from Asia.
So even though they're headquartered in London,
Yeah,
the heart and soul is really still
it's still in the East.
the East.
It's fascinating. It gives them this unique perspective on the evolving financial landscape. But it also kind of exposes them to, the geopolitical dynamics of the region.
And it makes you wonder, because they're currently the largest bank in Europe by assets, right?
That's right.
Over $2.9 trillion.
Yeah. As of December 2023.
As of December 2023.
Yeah.
How does that stack up against everybody else in the regions they operate in?
Well, in some markets like Hong Kong, given their long-standing presence there, they have a dominant position. But in other regions like the United States, for instance, their market share is comparatively smaller.
Okay.
So it varies. And their recent acquisitions, things like AXA Singapore, L&T Investment Management in India,
Oh, yeah.
these are strategic moves to bolster their presence in those high-growth markets.
I see.
Yeah.
So they're really trying to get a foothold in those high-growth markets
Exactly.
to strengthen certain sectors, like insurance, wealth management, all that. Now, you mentioned they were the world's most profitable bank in 2007.
They were.
But then, 2008 happened,
Well, the 2008 financial crisis.
the subprime mortgage crisis.
Right. It really impacted their profitability. I mean, significantly so.
How are they doing now?
Well, although recent profits have been a bit volatile, HSBC remains a really key player in the global financial system.
Okay.
Their lending activities, investment decisions, employment practices, they all have a significant impact on the economies of various countries.
So when they sneeze, the rest of the world catches a cold.
In a sense, yes.
Speaking of impact, let's talk about HSBC's innovation pipeline. With all these fintech disruptors popping up, are they keeping up?
They have made some progress in digital banking. Platforms like HSBC Direct, one of the first successful direct banks, and then HSBC Net, their global e-banking platform.
Okay.
So they're making strides, but you're right, the financial technology landscape is changing rapidly,
Right.
and they need to constantly adapt and innovate to really stay ahead of the curve.
And that brings up the question of valuation. Are they paying a premium for this legacy, for this reach, or is there potential for, some undervalued growth there?
Well, to analyze HSBC's valuation, you really have to delve into various metrics. Things like the price-to-book ratio, which compares a company's market value to its book value, and the price-to-earnings ratio, which measures its current share price relative to its per-share earnings.
Yep.
And then you have to compare these ratios to industry peers,
Mm-hmm.
understand analysts' target price forecasts, that sort of thing. These are all crucial steps in assessing HSBC's true value.
So a lot of numbers to crunch.
There are.
All right, let's shift gears a little bit. Talk about their services business. How is HSBC, how are they adapting to changing consumer preferences and just the digital disruption that's happening all over the financial industry?
Well, HSBC offers a comprehensive suite of financial products: commercial banking, wealth and personal banking, insurance, private banking.
Okay.
They cater to a diverse customer base,
Hmm.
but they face continuous pressure to innovate and adapt these services to meet those, evolving customer expectations.
And keep up with technology.
And keep up with technology, exactly.
They've got a global footprint, so we have to consider, the economic impact of their operations. How are they influencing the regions where they have a presence?
Well, their operations are deeply intertwined with the financial health of numerous countries. Their lending activities can stimulate economic growth. Their investment decisions influence market trends. And then you have their employment practices, community engagement initiatives, all of which have a direct impact on local communities.
All right, let's talk money. Dividends
Dividends? Yeah,
and share buybacks. Two things that investors love to scrutinize.
absolutely. HSBC has a history of paying dividends and engaging in share buyback programs,
Okay.
which can be very attractive to investors seeking income, potential capital appreciation. But, recent dividends have been influenced by global economic conditions.
Of course.
So it's crucial to understand their current dividend policy and what might impact future payouts.
So past performance is no guarantee
Yeah.
of future returns. What about share buybacks? Are they still doing that? And what does that mean for investors?
Well, share buybacks can boost earnings per share, you see. They can also signal confidence in the company's future prospects, which could lead to an increase in stock price.
Okay.
But some people view them as, a way to manipulate stock prices in the short term without necessarily adding long-term value.
So are they doing it for the right reasons?
Exactly. That's the key question. Analyzing the rationale behind their decisions and their potential impact on shareholder value, that's essential.
It seems like HSBC, this long history, it's a pretty complex entity
It is.
with a lot of opportunities, but also, some challenges as well. Let's talk about the pros and cons of owning this stock. What are we looking at?
Well, on the one hand, you have their size, their global reach, their diversified business model. All of these offer a certain level of stability and growth potential, especially with their focus on the Asian market, which is growing rapidly. But then you also have their history of controversies, fines for money laundering, criticism for their support of China's controversial national security law for Hong Kong.
Yeah.
These are all concerns for investors who prioritize ethical considerations.
And that kind of leads us into ESG factors, right?
It does.
Environmental, social, governance.
Yeah.
How does HSBC measure up in those areas?
Well, they've committed to achieving net zero emissions by 2050,
Okay.
which reflects a growing awareness of environmental sustainability within the financial sector. However, they've also faced scrutiny for their lending practices, particularly in industries with significant environmental impact,
I see.
and their involvement in projects that have raised social and governance concerns.
So it seems like they're trying to find that balance, right?
They are.
Between financial performance
Right.
and the evolving expectations of society.
Exactly. It's a complex landscape to navigate.
For sure. And investors really need to take a hard look at how all of this, how it fits into their own values and their investment criteria. Yeah. So is HSBC stock a good fit for your portfolio?
Well, ultimately, that decision rests with the individual investor.
Right.
Their goals, their risk tolerance, the role HSBC would play in their overall portfolio strategy, these are all key factors.
We've given you the rundown.
We have.
Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities,
Let's.
all of it. But do your research.
Absolutely.
Take everything into consideration
Thorough research is crucial.
before making any decisions.
Couldn't agree more. And remember, the financial landscape is constantly changing.
It is.
Staying informed about market trends, regulatory changes, geopolitical developments,
All of it.
it's all essential.
Essential for making sound investment decisions.
Absolutely. Continuous learning and adaptation are key to success in the world of investing.
Well said.
All right.
All right, so that wraps up our deep dive into HSBC Holdings Present. We've covered a lot today. Their history, financial performance, their market position, innovation efforts.
ESG considerations.
It's a lot. But we wanted to give you the knowledge and insights you need to evaluate HSBC as a potential investment opportunity.
We did our best.
So now the ball is in your court. You weigh the evidence, consider your investment objectives, determine if HSBC deserves a spot in your portfolio.
It's your call.
And remember, the world of finance is always in motion. Continuous research and staying informed are vital.
Can't emphasize that enough.
All right. If you're hungry for more deep dives into fascinating companies, investment opportunities, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've got tons of insightful content just waiting for you.
A treasure trove of information.
And while you're there, let us know in the comments which stocks you'd like us to deep dive into next. We love a good challenge.
Always eager to explore new avenues.
Thanks for joining us on this journey into the heart of HSBC. Until next time, happy investing.
Yeah, it really is. For investors, it's about aligning those ESG considerations with their own values and, those investment criteria.
It's a whole new world out there, huh?
It really is.
So, bottom line, HSBC stock. Good fit for your portfolio. What do you think?
I can't answer that for everyone, right?
Of course.
Each investor has to kind of weigh those individual goals,
Right.
their risk tolerance, and how HSBC would fit into that overall portfolio strategy.
Yeah. We've given you the whole picture,
We've tried.
all the pieces, but at the end of the day,
Yeah,
you got to do your research
absolutely.
and really think about it carefully
Careful consideration is key.
before making any decisions.
Absolutely. And don't forget, the financial landscape is constantly evolving, right?
Always changing, yeah.
So stay informed, keeping up with market trends, regulatory changes, geopolitical developments.
Keeping up with the news.
It's all
For
essential.
making those good
It
decisions.
really is. Continuous learning and adaptation, those are the keys to success in the world of investing.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Well, that brings us to the end of our deep dive
But HSBC.
into HSBC Holdings.
That's right.
We've covered a lot of ground.
We have a lot of ground.
History, financial performance, market position,
Innovation, ESG considerations.
trying to give you the tools
Trying to give you what you need.
to evaluate HSBC as a potential investment.
Exactly.
So now it's up to you. Weigh the evidence, think about your investment goals, and determine if HSBC deserves a spot in that portfolio of yours.
It's in your hands now.
It is. And don't forget, world of finance never stops moving.
It's a fast-paced world.
You got to stay informed.
Absolutely. Continuous research, staying informed, vital for any investor.
All right. Well, if you're looking for more deep dives like this one into other companies,
Other investment
be
opportunities.
sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've got you covered.
We've got tons of great content.
And while you're there, let us know in the comments
Yeah, tell us.
what other companies you want us to deep dive into.
We love a good challenge.
We do. We love exploring new companies.
Absolutely.
So thanks for joining us on this journey into the heart of HSBC.
Thanks for being here.
Until next time,
Happy investing.
happy investing, everyone. So we've really gone deep, haven't we? Looked at their financials, global reach, even, the ethical
It's
considerations.
a whole spectrum.
But at the end of the day, is HSBC a good investment? What do we think?
Well, on one hand, you've got that size and global diversification
Right.
that can offer a sense of stability.
Sure.
And then their focus on Asia, tapping into this dynamic, rapidly growing market.
Right.
But
yeah, their history.
your history is a mixed bag.
Triumphs and controversies, and
Yeah.
investors really need to kind of square that, with their own ethical investment philosophy.
Yeah, do those controversies align with your own personal beliefs about investing?
Ethics.
It's a tough one.
It is.
But I think we've given the information,
I provided the data,
the context, the analysis,
the tools.
and now it's up to each individual listener.
It's a personal decision. It is to determine whether HSBC aligns with their own goals, their risk tolerance.
Right, because investing, it's a personal journey,
It
There's
is.
no one size fits all.
Nope.
What's right for one person might be completely wrong for another.
Exactly.
So do your due diligence, consider your financial goals, and make that informed decision.
You got it. And hey, if you're looking for more deep dives
More insights.
into other companies, other investment opportunities, you know where to find us.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
We're always exploring new topics, providing insights to help you navigate this whole world of finance.
It's a complex world out there.
It is, and we're here to help.
Absolutely.
And hey, tell us in the comments what other companies you'd like us to analyze.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you.
We appreciate your feedback.
We do.
We're always looking for new and intriguing deep dives.
Always up for a challenge.
So thank you for joining us on this journey into HSBC.
We appreciate your time.
We hope you found it informative and insightful.
And we hope you'll join us again next time.
Until then, happy investing, everyone.